There are people whose presence seems to challenge expectations simply by existing. Gracie Bon is one of those people. Fiercely unapologetic, beautifully curvy, and deeply inspiring, she has grown from a young woman in Panama into a global icon of body positivity. This is her story. Age, family, biography, and the journey she's used to transform both her life and the narrative of what beauty can look like. Gracie Bon was born in Panama City, Panama on February 4th, 1997. That makes her about 28 years old as of 2025. Growing up in Panama, surrounded by the vivid colors of Latin America, the rhythms of its culture, and its diverse ideas of beauty, she developed an early passion for fashion and self-expression. Her upbringing appears to have been supportive, though she tends to keep much of her family life private. She has spoken about her parents and siblings as being a source of encouragement, but not in great detail. As a child and teenager, Gracie loved fashion magazines, styles, and pictures more than she might have loved conventional school subjects. The idea of modeling and being seen, of dressing up, of expressing beauty in many forms, those ideas captured her imagination early. She also faced internal struggles, as many people do, about self-esteem and body image. But even then, there was something quietly determined in her, a sense that she wanted to show up, be seen, and live in a way true to herself. Age, physical profile, and identity. Date of birth, February 4th, 1997. Some sources give alternate years like 1994 or others, but 1997 is most often cited. Age, 2025, approximately 28 years old. Height, about 5 foot 6 inches, 167 centimeters. Weight, often reported around 102 kilograms, 225 pounds in recent sources. Measurements and figure. She has a curvy hourglass or plus-size figure. She is known for her big booty, hips or buttocks, often quoted around 55-inch butt in some media reports, and relatively narrower waist. Her skin is dark, medium tone, hair dark brown, eyes dark brown. Nationality or ethnicity. Gracie is Panamanian by birth, with Hispanic or Latino roots. She often embraces her Latin culture in her content, although sometimes she's described as American plus-size model or based in the US, her origin is Panama. The struggle, transformation, and career. As she entered adulthood, Gracie faced many of the familiar challenges that plus-size models often hear: criticism, rejection, societal expectations. At around age 21, she weighed about 136 kilograms or 300 pounds in some sources, and experienced health issues, knee pain, difficulty breathing, low self-esteem that made daily life difficult. These struggles, difficult as they were, became turning points rather than dead ends. She embarked on a transformation journey, not one driven by dissatisfaction alone, but by a desire for health, confidence, and to live on her own terms. She changed her habits, more focused on strength, flexibility, mobility, healthier eating, exercises adjusted for her body, mental work to build self-love. There was no overnight fix, no fake illusions. She's repeatedly emphasized authenticity, natural curves, while sometimes addressing rumors about surgeries or aesthetic procedures. Her modeling/influencer career took off more visibly once she embraced the plus-size movement. She became an ambassador for major brands like Fashion Nova Curve and was signed with agencies such as MJ Curve, Mr. Vision LLC, that focus on body diversity. She gained a massive following on Instagram and TikTok, admired for her bold, curvy looks, her confidence, and her messages about body positivity. Facing criticism, advocating for change. With visibility came criticism. Gracie has experienced body shaming, people staring her, filming her, making remarks about her body. She's been in public situations like theme parks, flights, where standard seats or spaces don't accommodate her comfortably. On one memorable trip to Disneyland, she said that people stared and filmed her. She posted back, filming those who filmed her. The video went viral. One of her advocacy points that gained widespread attention, she publicly called for airline seats to be made larger, more inclusive of plus-size people. She argued that many commercial airlines don't design seats for larger bodies, which leads to discomfort, needing to buy extra seats or feeling excluded. She also addresses rumors about whether her curves are natural or enhanced. In interviews and social media posts, she has said her curves, especially her butt and hips, are natural, though acknowledging that some procedures, e.g. a tummy tuck, might be more common in the industry. But she insists that her signature curves are not fake in the way some trolls suggest.
Personal life, family, and what is known, private. Gracie prefers to keep much of her personal life, including details about her family, names of parents, siblings, romantic life, and education, relatively private. She has shared that family is important, that she was raised in a supportive environment, but beyond that, much is not in the public domain. Personality, style, and values. What truly makes Gracie Bon stand out is how she shows up, with confidence, self-love, and a refusal to hide just because others expect her to. She values authenticity. Her posts are often unapologetic, showing off her body in swimwear, bodysuits, bikinis, tight outfits. She uses bold makeup, vibrant visuals, and styles that emphasize her curves rather than hiding them. She embraces her Latin American, Hispanic heritage, language, culture, visual aesthetics as part of her identity. She pushes for inclusivity, not only in fashion, but in everyday life, like advocating for better airplane seats, challenging how society treats plus-sized bodies. She deals with negativity by ignoring haters or responding with strength. She often says it's her own mental health and self-image that matter most. What she does now and future aims. As of 2025, Gracie is continuing to expand her modeling and influencer career. Some of her current focuses: more collaborations with fashion brands that are serious about inclusive sizing, expanding her reach via social media, Instagram, TikTok, with more content that combines fashion, lifestyle, fitness, and motivational themes. Continuing advocacy, pushing for better design in everyday products, airplane seats, clothing fit and size inclusivity. Possibly exploring entertainment, business ventures, or other creative avenues. Some reports indicate she's interested in expanding her platform beyond modeling. Why her story matters. Gracie Bon's narrative is a powerful one, especially in a time when standards of beauty are expanding. Here's what makes her story particularly meaningful. She challenges narrow ideals by being visible, confident, and loud in the sense of speaking up. She pushes the fashion industry and society to rethink notions of what bodies are acceptable. She models self-love. Many people who follow her say they feel seen or represented in a way they hadn't before. Her advocacy goes beyond fashion. Real-life issues like seating, travel, physical comfort, confidence, things often overlooked. She embodies transformation, not by trying to become something she's not, but by embracing what she is, improving health, strength, and confidence. Key takeaways for viewers. Confidence is built over time, often through struggle, self-acceptance, and choices. Visibility matters. Seeing someone like Gracie being open and proud helps others feel less alone. Advocacy can begin small, like speaking about seat sizes,
but can spark larger conversations. Beauty standards are changing, and people like Gracie Bon are helping shift them in more inclusive directions. Gracie Bon is more than just a plus-size model. She is a symbol of defiance, of authenticity, of refusing to shrink for someone else's comfort. At around 28 years old, she has achieved a great deal already, not least by making millions of people rethink what beauty looks like and what confidence can mean. Her biography is still being written. As she continues to grow her platform, push for inclusion, and inspire people around the world, her story reminds us that self-love is not selfish, that curves are not shameful, and that representation is powerful.